Hello, fight fans. I'm John Pollock alongside John Ramdeen and Robin Black. And big news to announce here at the Fight Network as we have announced a deal alongside TSN and RDS to partner with UFC programming coming to Fight Network for the very first time. This is going to be a massive deal that encompasses all three networks. And for Fight Network, John, being someone that's been here right from the beginning, quite a long road here, and now working here with UFC programming coming to the network, it's a pretty big deal.
Yeah, it's great just to have this partnership with the world's #1 mixed martial arts organization. We'll have more access to the fighters and be able to bring that to our viewers is very, very exciting. And just the fact that we'll now have footage that we can really break down and look at and see what fighters are good at, see what they're improving at. I think it's just a great day for mixed martial arts and especially for Fight Network.
Yeah, and you know, you guys were here literally from day one, and so has been a number of our staff here and a lot of our audience. And it is a long road to go through. You build up a grassroots audience, a bunch of people who just love this sport the way that we do. And for the UFC to recognize that and want to partner up with us and help allow us to be able to bring the UFC to people, that's just a huge, huge thing for us. We're really excited about it, and we can't wait. Like you said, you'll be able to suddenly have real archival footage, break down real stuff, access to all the fighters. It's going to be huge for us.
And this deal, it's going to encompass, specifically for Fight Network, we will be airing all of the international fight night cards. We will have prelim fights for both the Fox specials as well as the Tough Finale prelims. Lots of pre-fight shoulder programming that will be coming to the network. Pre and post-show press conferences. I mean, this is going to encompass quite a lot of UFC content in this deal. And I think that our network has really built up that relationship with an audience that goes beyond simply what is the main event, looking at fighters that are coming up. And that's going to be a lot that we do focus on throughout the whole spectrum of UFC cards in 2015.
Yeah, I think what we do well here at this network is get a little deeper into what's going on. Sure, we can show you what the matchup is and why these two guys don't like each other, but we can go a little bit deeper into the pure sport of it. We can go deeper into the storylines. We can let you get to know the fighters a little more. This is what we do. The Fight Network does this 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, and we are pumped to be able to do this with the UFC.
Yeah, it's great just to see, you know, we have the opportunity to see some of these young guys. What is it like when they first make their UFC debut and get their feet wet, fight, 2 or 3 times, and then we'll be able to tell our audience, these are the fighters to look out for, these are the most exciting fighters on the planet, and then we'll get to show them the path, how they got to the world's biggest mixed martial arts promotion.
And I think that's, one of the big objectives of all three of us is that with a lot of fights being promoted by the UFC, there's a lot of fighters that come along that you want to learn more of. I think that's our job to kind of convey to you who these fighters are, what you should be watching for. Robin's breakdowns that can really give you an idea of breaking down this fighter, what his skill sets are, things to watch that the story of the fight is hopefully going to tell you. And I think that is one of the things I'm most looking forward to.
Yeah, me too. And it's going to be cool to be involved in the pre and post shows of pay-per-view events, huge events. But you make a great point, John. We'll have undercard stuff and international stuff, so we can help you sift through. There's going to be 5 matchups on an undercard, 10 fighters. Which are the guys that you really want to be watching out for going forward? All of that stuff. This is a big day for Fight Network. It's a big day for our audience, and we're just so happy.
Yeah, and I also want to give a big thank you to everyone at Fight Network. You see our 3 faces a lot, but there are so many quality people here that work ungodly amounts of hours to put this programming on the air. This is a big day for everybody at Fight Network.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And Chad Midgley and Anthony Ciccione and Leonard Asper, who helped get this deal done with Tom and with the UFC. This is going to be really big for our audience.
And we will be bringing you the same quality coverage that you have come to expect. For Robin Black, John Ramdeen, I am John Pollock, and thank you for watching Fight Network.